Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and today we're going to answer the question: did Richard Hart drop the ball when it comes to handling post chain and attempting to get that overall adoption on chain? Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Only use risk capital in anything crypto, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So, today's subject is kind of piggybacking off of what Thomas G was talking about in his video. And shouts out to him and his perspective, kind of giving an overall thought process of did Richard Hart potentially miss something with, in fact, putting more eyes onto post chain. We all know that Richard Hart is not live streaming as much. There's also the whole fact of the whole SEC case. But even if he didn't live stream, was there some potential misses within PostChain that he could have done to provide additional eyeballs? And for me, I believe so. And I think a missed opportunity is Teddy Bear. And with Teddy Bear, let's see if we can kind of expand this out to roughly a year. We'll just expand it out to a year if the chart will let us do it. Kind of expand this out a little bit. And Teddy Bear, let's see, market cap at his height. Let's expand this out to a year. It got it roughly to like a $43 million market cap. But just imagine if Richard Hart openly supported Teddy Bear and also kind of played up to it. Because remember, Richard Hart in his live streams, he would talk about Teddy Bear or his Louis Vuitton bear. He would always talk about his Louis Vuitton bear. But what if he kind of played up to it and just kind of say, hey, there's a teddy bear on post chain, take a look at it. Now I understand there's some fear with like pumping memes and stuff like that, but the reality of the situation is, like, let's say he kind of carried that momentum and openly shielded. This $43 million market cap could potentially have gone up double, maybe even triple, if he kind of openly supported it. Because if he's talking about it on maybe a live stream or something like that, it's going to get more eyes on chain. And the reason why I brought it up is a lot of people are aware of what Justin Sun has done is remarkable. He understood the whole need of Sun Pump and kind of getting some of that volume from Solana, but he realized that in order for me to get more volume onto Tron Chain, I'm going to have to embrace the memes because essentially that's what people is wanting. You have to adapt to the market and what they're wanting. And if you look here, openly talking about memes, the top meme on Tron is, excuse me, and getting that kind of engagement from different people. He's promoted Sun. And then if you go down, he's openly kind of talking about Van Gogh. There's like a lot of different memes that he has essentially talked about and kind of retweeted, but the direct impact is getting volume. So, and what if Richard Hart maybe openly talked about, let's go back to PDI. What if he openly talked about this more? Now, there's been like rumors and speculation of him moving money around and trying to get PDI pegged to $1. And what if he openly talked about that more? This one, without even that much of Richard Hart talk about it, he's kind of danced around the subject of pegging PDI to $1. This one got to like a $200 million market cap, I believe. And what if that was triple? What if he was able to even 5x from 200 million to $1 billion market cap by essentially talking about it more? Now, this has been kind of bootstrapped by the whole community in PulseChain and the holders. And shouts out to the PulseChain community of believing that PDI would get pegged to $1. But what if he openly supported it? And let's look at let's look at well, first let's go to Tron Chain, so you'll get some kind of idea of what's kind of what's trending in the volume. This is the kind of the volume that they're getting on Sundog. 7.2 million. Is that over? Yeah, that's over a 24-hour time span. 7.2 million. 4.9 million on Van Gogh. He's been openly talking about Van Gogh and this project and it being kind of a meme in honor of the famous painter Van Gogh. And then this one here, Sun Wok Kong. But you get the point. Like, look at all this volume. T-Bull was another one that just went into a full send mode. This one here was kind of promoted both by Justin Sun and also, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Crash. That's right. Crash, also the famous person that called Brett, that called Redo, what Ponky, I believe, and a few other coins. He also called T-Bull, which went up to, I believe, over a $200 million market cap. Then it's kind of retraced. But all this volume that could have been over here. Now, I get it, and I'm going to show you something real quick. So I'm over here on DeFi Llama, and as you can see, here's Tron, 73.45% change over the last week, because everybody essentially is seeing kind of the gold rush on Tron and all these memes that are performing extremely well. And through Sun Pump, there are some mechanics in place to make sure that it's like a fair and safe type of launch, trying to reduce the rug pulls, if you will. Not saying that that won't happen, but they have kind of a safe way of kind of onboarding before the hype of going on to like a DEX. But look at this. Look at the volume, 180 million over 24 hours. They're crushing it. They really are crushing it because of Justin Sun all of a sudden said, hey, wait a minute. We need to get some more volume onto Tron. And as a direct impact, he's going to have momentum between now and going into the bull run. And if we go down, so this is ranked 6. If we go down, PulseChain is ranked 27th. But imagine if he supported memes. Imagine if he supported other builders like Postrip, like people that literally are trying to, and other builders within the PulseChain ecosystem. Now I get it. The core 4 coins here, we are all speculating that he's gonna pump these 4. I get it. I get what him saying, far as this like being kind of the base, where you want some PLS, some PulseX, Ink, Hex. Do I feel like in the bull run these are gonna pump? They are, without a doubt, are gonna pump. But if are these guys, are they gonna pump and then people just decide to exit out and move on, or would there be a reason for people to continue to stick around on PulseChain? And it is ultimately up to the community, kind of up to how Richard Hart handles things going forward. I understand he's going through the SEC case. Maybe he doesn't want to slip up on some words. Who knows? But I'm saying all this to say this. Even with the SEC case, Coinbase is going through the same thing. And you know what? They kind of just put a middle finger up to the SEC and did not care. Coinbase is Coinbase. They kind of low key shield Mr. Miggles. That's another one. Brian Armstrong and team kind of soft shield Mr. Miggles. And this one went on an absolute tear on base chain because they realized that in order to play the game and get these base users kind of excited about what's going on base, they soft shield Mr. Miggles, and it kind of started like a. Let's go look at what it is today because I'm not sure what the price is today on Mr. Miggles, or even if this is. Here, let's go like this. Let's go back and look. But it went on a magical run. I want to say this is it. Yeah, this is it. Mr. Miggles. So right now it's at $20 million market cap. And with any memes, you already know that it's going to. When did this come out? This came out. Let's go back to that page. Yeah, this is July. So let's go and look and see roughly. Miggles, yeah, so it got to like a $47 million market cap. And it just went on a magical run. And what was the all-time high price? All-time high price, roughly 4 cents. So it went on a little magic carpet ride, and this one here could potentially maybe be like a second runner-up to Brett. Who knows? But the fact that these founders, Justin Sun, the fact that Brian Armstrong, he is as by the book as possible as far as kind of how he runs things, but he even attempted to think outside the box and kind of embrace the memes and his team. So I feel even if like let's say Richard Hart he continues with the same theme of talking about the core four, and what if he just like even if he added two more like Pete Eye, kind of talked about Teddy Bear, and he rode that momentum, that's going to be more eyeballs coming into Post Chain. And then, but shouts out to like the community that have talked about Pete Eye, that have talked about Teddy Bear, and people have onboarded users, B Roots, and they've talked about it, many others in the community. And I also feel too like in thinking about it outside the box too, far as with B Roots, I know he gets like a lot of heat within the post chain community, but he kind of foresaw and said, "Hey guys, this is the way. Look at memes." Now, yeah, does he? He sure he probably has bags in these core four, but his way of attempting to try to get people to look at memes. Now, are every meme that anybody in Post talked about is it going to go to the moon? It's not. That's just the reality of the situation. You're going to get some good memes. You're going to get some terrible memes. There's going to be some that don't pan out the way you want to. They're going to rug. But it's all about the marketing. It's all about what people like. Memes are fun, and people need to kind of embrace that type of thought process. So I just wanted to give kind of my 2 cents on. Now, am I saying that these are not going to run? They're gonna run, but if Post Chain, for example, had something kind of like a pump fund or like a sun pump, something like that, where you can safely kind of onboard memes, like a launchpad onboard memes. I know at one point the Post Trip team was talking about it, but I haven't heard much about it. But or if there was something out there to where more people would kind of look and say, oh yeah, you know what, it is beneficial to get on PulseChain because they have all this volume coming in. So the goal, we can onboard, but at the same time, can we keep the interest like Solana? Can we keep the interest like the Tron chain? As we're right down here at 2027, so there's got to be like a catalyst. Now, again, I cannot predict the future, but let's say that these go on a run and they create like multiple millionaires. Could that be an onboarding opportunity? Sure, because people are going to want to run to it and see it. But imagine having that. Imagine having PDI pegged to $1. Imagine having a meme like Teddy Bear also running. Richard Hart saying, "Hey, not financial advice, but look at some of these other projects because I see other blockchains supporting other projects and leaders supporting other projects on other blockchains. I think that would incentivize people to continue to build, keep everybody upbeat. But that's kind of my 2 cents. So I hope that kind of made some sense. I'm kind of rambling, but it it spearheaded conversation and kind of thoughts about not only what Richard is not only what Richard is doing, but what else he could be doing also to continue to bring eyes onto PulseChain. So I want to thank everybody for listening, and thanks for stopping by.